video that I thought about doing for a while now. I just haven't shot it yet, but today's the day. I'm gonna shoot this video, upload it to my computer, edit it, and post it tonight because I really want to get this video up. Sooner the better. But I've actually pondered this question myself over the past year, maybe a little bit more. Other people have too. And the question we've asked ourselves is reselling dead? Let's answer that. Before us, I picked out 11 pairs of shoes. Most of these pairs were released this year, 2016. I picked from Adidas, Nike, and Jordan brand. I didn't choose any Under Armour or Sauconys or Asics or New Balances because that's a genre that I don't buy those shoes, and I don't, whatever. I chose the main brands that the hype beasts like to pick up and try to resell. Let's go back 3 years ago at the most, 2013. The end of 2013 is when the sneaker bubble popped, as I like to say. Up to 2013, Jordan brand could release a GR, Jordan 5 Grape, in awful leather quality, horrible materials and craftsmanship. Retail it at, what was it back then, 170, and they were reselling pretty much 250 up to 275 pretty much the week after release for horrible qualities, horrible craftsmanship, and it was a major GR. I had like 3 pairs of them, and I flipped them all quick as possible because it was a trash shoe. It was trash. It's still trash. And the bubble popped because I think, one, people got tired of the yearly price increases and the quality going the opposite direction. But is reselling dead? I picked out several shoes that I picked up this year. Some were hyped up beyond belief, and some weren't so hyped up, but the silhouettes or the retro edition of it is always popular with collectors and resellers alike. I'm just going to grab a shoe and go with it. Let's say this one, NMD Adidas French Beige. Came out super hyped, retailed at I think 160, 170, and was reselling for as high as 300 bucks. That's a pretty good resale price. I mean, it's almost a double up. These just restocked a week and a half ago. The price has dipped down to about 250, but they'll dry up and you'll see 300 bucks again. So these pretty much have been a double up. Good job, Adidas. Excellent shoe to pick up to try to flip. Let's grab a Jordan. Everybody knows these things. Flu Game 12s. Such a popular colorway. People have been killed for this shoe in the past. People want this shoe. This shoe was hyped this year. Quality on them, it's good. The leather, not bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. I mean, it's soft, it's nice. Craftsmanship on these, pretty good. Not a whole lot of glue spots or crap to them. Good shoe, high price point. If I remember right, these came out at what? $220? I think it was. Pretty high price point. And years before, when these retroed, they flipped. And they flipped good. Almost like double the price right off the bat. But this year, probably the best quality flu game that has come out since the originals. And You can find these now for under retail. If you look around hard enough, you can find these shipped under retail. If you try to send these into places like Flight Club, they don't want them because they have so many in stock. They can't sell them at their price point. They're trying to sell theirs for $300, and if you do sell in Flight Club, they take 20%. So if you sell for $3, you only cash out at $240. So when it's all said and done, you make 20 bucks. But if you bought it like on Nike, after taxes and shipping, you spend about $244 for this pair of shoes. So even if you consign these to places like Flight Club or Riff LA, you're going to break even or lose a few dollars on a hype Jordan shoe. Unusual. Next, Jordan 2 K54s. This shoe really had no hype behind it. Nobody talked about it. Nobody even liked it. I think this is a sweet ass shoe. The materials in this thing are very nice. The leather is awesome. The craftsmanship on this thing is A1. I mean, this thing should be a very high price point shoe. This should have been one of those shoes that retailed at $250, but it retailed I think at like $180, and they only released in Europe, which should have made it even more exclusive and more desired and wanted. Nobody wanted them. I had to go through a European plug. I got my pair shipped for like $260, which is pretty good. But you can find these now on reseller websites for around $250 to $275. And if you bought these at $180, after fees and taxes, you're making $20, $30. Resell on this is pretty much dead. Next, let's grab another Adidas. Olive Ultra Boost Uncaged. Retailed at $180. They've restocked on Adidas one time. Pretty much, if you missed out and you're trying to rebuy these now, you can get these for retail or below. But if you slapped Yeezy on the side of this, game over. But like the resale on these, the Ultra Boost Uncaged, there's no resale on them. You can find most of these for retail or less now. Nothing. Let me throw something out. A little something different. I recently picked up this pair from magpark.com, which they're based in LA. You see this shoe? It's just a basic Jordan 2. This has no resale. It retailed at $190. You can pick it up now for about $150. But I got these for $70 from Magpark DS. So I could actually double up on this shoe. So shoes, if you can find them for steals like $70, you can flip double your money. But findings like these are pretty much non-existent. Nobody's going to sell these for $70 when they paid $150 to $190 for them. Rare occurrence. Don't expect this to happen to you every day. Resell on this shoe, dead. Let's go a little bit faster. Jordan 5 with the Nike Air on the back that came out. This shoe wasn't really that hyped. It retailed pretty high, I think at like $220, $230. Way too much. These actually sat for a couple weeks before they sold out across the country. And I got mine actually on sale at Finish Line. But this shoe, if this shoe would have come out 3 years ago, this would have been an immediate $500 shoe immediately because of the Nike Air. But 2016, you can find these now for, I've seen them as low as like $180 to $200, dead stock, brand new. Resell on this shoe, dead. Jordan 11, silhouette that people literally have died for. I love the Jordan 11 silhouette. It's fantastic. This shoe, most times, would have just been hyped up beyond belief with the hits of gold. These retailed at I think 160, and you can't even sell this pair for 200 bucks. So if you tried to resell this shoe, Jordan 11s in the past, day of release, like when the Concords came out, I was doubling up on those day of release. Those came out in like early 2014, late 2013. Instant double up. Actually, it was 2013, I think. Instant double up. I was buying for like 140, selling for over 300. Same day. I was sitting in the mall parking lot listing them on eBay, and people were buying it now. Like that. It was crazy. But 2016, these are still for sale at my local Champ Sports. You can get these for retail. Resell on this shoe, dead. This shoe came out 2016, Jordan 8 Champagnes. This shoe, the quality on this is probably the nicest quality shoe for Jordan brand of the entire year. I don't like the Jordan 8s, but this shoe is just a beautiful shoe. The craftsmanship on this thing is A1. The materials are A1. This is a premium ass shoe. Retail on this was 250 bucks. The retail was high on it, but this shoe is worth 250 bucks. Every penny of it. These came out, day of release, they hit about as high as 400. I've recently been seeing people barely getting back retail on this pair of shoes. So a premium limited release Jordan in just fantastic materials, fantastic. 4 or 5 months after release, resell dead on them. Yeezy V2 Belugas. This is pretty much the only shoe this year that I've actually anxiously have been waiting for. I wanted this shoe pretty bad for my collection. Retail came out on these at $220. The price point went up 20 bucks this year from last year's, which that's fine. Instant sellout. But we've seen this shoe struggling to sell above like 800 bucks. Resell on this shoe is still, you know, upwards of 4 times the amount of retail, which is ungodly. But this is also, it's still an awesome resell shoe. Resell on this shoe is pretty much alive. Not as high as it was for the original 4 colorways, but it's still alive. And you can make some good cash on this shoe. Last shoe. Jordan 1 Bread. Pretty nice materials. Very nice materials actually. Hard shoe to get. People were just absolutely dying to get this shoe in their collection. I'm happy I got a few pairs. Haven't worn mine yet. These retailed at I think 140 bucks, 150 bucks. They went as high as about 350 resale soon after they went on sale and sold out. Now I'm seeing these dip to about 275, upwards of 300. So you can still get close to double your money on this shoe. But this wasn't like a super limited shoe. It was a GR shoe, but it was just so highly desired and sought after. The resale isn't, if these would have dropped 3 years ago, like the ones 2013 did, this quality of shoe, wow, 3 or 4 times the price immediately. But 2016, it's only a double up, which is still an awesome resale. Resale on this shoe is alive. So out of all these shoes, the only pairs that honestly have any ability to be resold is 3. That's it. I picked out 11 pairs of shoes. Most of these were pretty hyped up, most of them. But only 3 pairs have any resale price. As you will see, 2 of them are Adidas. As you know, most any Adidas NMDs that come out, you're going to flip. You can make money on them. Any Yeezy, it's cash in the bank. All these Jordans back here, reselling those is dead. So the more I see it, Jordan retros are pretty much the resale number dead. They've got to be super limited, like the Jordan 12 OVOs. They've got to be super hyped up and just so freakingly desired, like the Bred ones, to have a resell on them. It just shows that 3-4 years ago, all these shoes here in the back row would have resold for crazy money immediately. 2016 and on, for the short foreseeable future, you can't flip these. Resell on these are dead. Very few shoes these days are resellable. But these are the ones that people are trying very, very hard to get through proxies and bots and backdooring websites. It's a struggle to get these pairs. It's very difficult. This pair, easy to get. So the question, is reselling dead? It is 95% dead. 5% of resale is still alive. But I've noticed the way the game is evolving, the part of the sneaker reselling game that is profitable now is the add to cart companies. That is where I see the resale game going to. Not actually reselling shoes themselves, but reselling you pairs with your own money up front. I've seen a lot of the add to cart people charging $300 for their service just to get you this shoe at retail. They're charging you $300, $350. Let's say $300, and they carted, let's say, 500 pairs at $300. They just made $15,000 on one shoe with no money up front, no investment, no risk. That is where the sneaker resale game is going to. It's the people who have the knowledge, who can backdoor hundreds, if not thousands of pairs of exclusive shoes with your add to cart fees, your retail cost, with your money. Nothing to do with them. They don't have to worry about reselling. They don't have to worry about storage. It's actually like the most beautiful, not scam, but process in the sneaker game right now are these add to cart companies who are making thousands of dollars per release by investing nothing. So as we know it, the resale game is dead. It's evolving. And if you want to make this a living, I wouldn't recommend it. You have to evolve too. The bubble will come back around again. It's burst. It will reform itself in the future where this shoe will once again have resale to it, but I don't see it anytime soon. It might be several years down the road before that happens again. But when it does, be ready. The sneaker game is constantly evolving and changing, and stay with it. Have confidence, pay attention. The struggle is real.